From the Leaders Factory comes Leadership Secrets with Dr. Michael Huttonwood, designed to help you maximize your potential with principles that guarantee proven results.
Knowing and cultivating certain attitudes about yourself will give you the mindset you need to develop your leadership potential to the fullest and fulfill all that you were born to do.
Join Dr. Michael Huttonwood for Leadership by Creativity, Principles for Success, Secrets for Creating Change, and much more.
You are born to lead. Jesus came to restore you back to leadership. Get back your leadership position. Let the earth know that you were here.
Join your host, Dr. Michael Huttonwood, a man on a mission, and experience a destiny-changing encounter with today's message on Leadership Secrets.
Factors that makes churches grow. The first factor we looked at was what? The pastor. And we said the pastor must have what? Vision, must have passion, and must have what? Personal growth. Then the second part of it is the membership. It depends also on the membership. Factors that makes churches grow. The second factor is the membership. Where there's a leading unit, there must also be a following unit. There's a leading unit and there's a following unit. If leaders are leading well, then the followers must also follow well. If you have the leaders are leading well, but the followers are not following well, it doesn't help church growth. And if the followers are following well, but the leader is not leading well, like we saw, where there's no vision, the people what? They perish. So both units must play their roles well for there to be church growth. Now, with the membership is also linked indirectly also to the pastor. There's an indirect link to the pastor when it comes to the membership. The members must begin to experience some sensitization from the pastor. When it comes to church growth, the pastor must motivate the people, inspire the people, influence them, let them know that church growth is possible. So there must be a sensitization of the members for them to know that church growth is what? Possible and is necessary. So the pastor has a role to sensitize the members towards church growth. Something about church is every church goes in the direction of the pastor. Every church goes in the direction of the pastor. When the pastor starts talking about a thing, the people in the church start flowing along with him. So what the pastor emphasizes is what the people emphasize. Do you understand that? You know, pastors are shepherds. Members are sheep. The direction in which a shepherd leads sheep is the direction in which the sheep will follow. So if the pastor believes in poverty, the people will be poor. If the pastor believes in prosperity and teaches prosperity, the people will gravitate towards being prosperous. So the head sets the pace. The pastor must deliberately sensitize the people and show them from the scriptures the need and necessity to see souls saved and to see the church grow, and at the same time show them the benefits, because awareness of benefits propels commitment. Write that down. Awareness of benefits propels commitment. The Israelites were told, God is taking you to a land of milk and honey. They were motivated by what can take place in the promised land to move from Egypt to the promised land. So awareness of benefits. When people know the benefits of something they are about to do, it motivates them to want to do it. Israel was told the land you are about to enter has milk and honey as compared to where you are now. So you've been eating garlic here. But where you are going, there's milk and honey. So let's move. So a pastor must always show people possibilities. Awareness of benefits propels commitment. When people are aware of the benefits to them, it makes them get committed. When people are aware of the benefits that they will get in a thing, they are propelled to get committed to it. So they must be sensitized, because the pastor alone cannot do it. So when Jesus began his ministry, he called the 12. After that, he mobilized 70 more. He took more people, mobilized them, sensitized them, and then directed them in marketing the gospel, if we can use that word, telling them, go and tell it in the neighborhood. That's why we keep telling, like the flyers on open heavens we gave out yesterday, for people to know the possibility of the breaking of the spirit of death, the breaking of the curse of poverty, that they can come to a place where they can never be poor again, where they can expect supernatural financial supplies. You make the people know it's possible, and you have proofs to back what you are saying as the pastor. If you are in need of financial breakthrough and your pastor hasn't prayed for money 6 years and sees money all the time, isn't that somebody to follow? I said, isn't that somebody to follow? If a man whose salary was 9,000 in arrears, and yet he kept coming to church and preaching to the people, not demanding money from them, and was still paying tithe, isn't that somebody to follow? Yes. Exactly. Amen. Exactly. So you don't follow people who make promises. You follow people who have obtained the promises, who are teaching you how to obtain your promise too. Amen. My father says it and I say it the same. I have never knocked on any man's door saying, oh boy, can you help? Oh boy, can you help? Never knocked on any man's door to ask, oh boy, can you help? Mark chapter 4 and 5 sees testimonies. Now, one thing I also learned is church growth, transformed lives leads to church growth. You can't transform people's lives and them not grow. Transformed lives leads to growth of churches. So church members must be mobilized, must be trained, must be equipped, must be sensitized to begin to share their testimonies with people by word, telling people what the Lord has done. Go and tell people of your household. The madman of Gadara, when he was healed, wanted to follow Jesus. Jesus said, no, go around, tell other people. That's where you get the word Decapolis. He went around to the 10 cities, publishing what had happened to him. So when God does things for you, you go around publishing it. And when people hear of the good news, they come to get their own. The woman of Samaria went around telling people, come here, a man who told me everything about myself. The Bible said the men came and heard themselves and believed. So when God changes your story, you have a responsibility to spread the news. Amen. Yeah. Members need to be told, these are the things you must do. Is your life being transformed? Have you got a new job? Has the Lord blessed you? After all this time, go tell it on the mountain. You haven't worked for 3 months. You got to go tell people. Amen. Our sister was telling me a testimony yesterday at the back there. Transformed lives, transformed finances, transformed bank accounts, transformed marriages. Go tell it on the mountain. They must be told, go tell it. Amen. Testimony. You can't argue with results. You can't argue with proofs. You can't deny proofs after you have seen it. Tell people what the Lord has done. So we need to tell our members to do that. Go tell others. People have issues. Issue of blood, issue of immigration, issue of marriage, issue of finances, issue of sickness. Many issues. Let them come and touch the hem of Jesus' garment. Amen. So we have the pastor, the membership, and then the third factor is what we call the God factor. Factors that determine the growth of a church involves the pastor, the membership, and the ultimate is the God factor. If God is not in it, forget it. If God is not in it, forget it. Archbishop Benson, the host of Blessed Memory, said one day, he said, those of you think you can just get up and build a church. If you think building a church is that easy, go and collect a loan from a bank. Go and hire a building, buy chairs and buy musical instruments and see if people will come and sit down there. If God is not involved, forget it. God must be the author and the finisher of anything, any endeavor you get involved in. So the pastor may be active, may be passionate, the members may be involved, but if God is not there, he is wasting his energy. The pastor can be visionary, passionate, yes, initiative taking, everything, the membership can be there, but if God, the owner, is not there, forget it. Why do we need God? Number one, he is the drawer of people.